Welcome to the FIT Library. I'm on the 5th floor at the Library Services desk where our course reserves collection is held. In this tutorial, we'll look at how you can tell whether your textbook is on reserve, how you can place a textbook on reserve if it isn't already there, and how your students can access reserved materials through the library.
So before you fill out the form, you're going to want to check first to see if the library has your book. So you're going to go to the library homepage and you're going to scroll down until you see our OneSearch widget right here. And you're going to go ahead and type in the name of the book. I'm going to do Survey of Historic Costume for our example. Hit enter. And then you'll see your search results here. So sometimes if there's many different editions of the book, they might be grouped together like this. So you'll need to click to see all the different editions. So here you can see the most recent edition here is actually available as an ebook. Sometimes that's good to know. That can be very convenient for your students. But sometimes you'll see that a book is already on reserve, as you can see here. This is already at the Access Services desk in the reserves collection. So this one you don't have to do anything. You just have to tell your students to give this call number when they come to the desk to check out this book. However, let's say for example that this is the book that you need to put on reserve. It looks like it's in the main stacks area and it's not on reserve. So you will need to fill out a form to place this on reserve. So you're going to click on this for more information and you're going to write down the title of the book, the year it was published, the call number right here, and then you might need to scroll down to get the edition info down here. So after you find information about the book you want to place in reserve, the next step is to fill out the request form. So for the request form, you're going to go back to the library homepage and you're going to scroll down until you see the link for faculty forms. And then the form for course reserves is right here, second from the bottom. So here's what the course reserve form looks like. Any question with an asterisk is required in order to submit the form. So watch out for that little red asterisk. So the first question, is this a personal copy? If it's library owned, you're going to say no. You're going to want to put your name, your department, your office room number, your email address, campus phone extension, or you can put your cell phone number, course name. Make sure you select which semester you're using it for. It can be just fall, or it can be for the full year, or you can even have the intersession times. Expiration date. This is the date for which you no longer need something to be on reserve. So basically, once this date passes, the library staff will collect the item and put it back out on the stacks. And then this is the part we collected earlier, the title of the book or DVD, the call number, and then the edition/year. And then the default loan period is 2 hours for books and 4 hours for DVDs. But if you want, you can click a different time period if that suits your class needs. All right, and then there's a space for special instructions or comments. And then we do ask that you submit one form for each item for each class. But if you have multiple items for a class, you can upload a syllabus and we can work from that. And hit submit. Make sure you see this confirmation page. You'll also receive a confirmation email once this form has been submitted. And then you will get an email once your request has been processed, but if you don't hear from us or you just want to check up on how the request is going, you can email libcirculation@fitnyc.edu. For a personal copy of a book that you own, the procedure is going to be pretty much identical, except you're going to click yes, this is a personal copy for the first question, and please remember to physically come in and drop off your personal copy of the book at Access Services. So how do your students then look up and check out their course reserve textbooks? First, they need to go to OneSearch and they need to look up the book. So we'll use Going Global as an example, and they're going to want to use the course reserves scope, and then they can see which editions are placed on reserve. Right here it will say course and then it will say Access Reserves, and all they need to do is write down the call number, or they can take a picture with their phone and then bring it to the desk where the reserve books are located, and they can check it out for 2 hours, and just remember it's in library use only. So they can search by the title, or they can type in the course number, the course name, or their professor's name. And as you can see, when I type in FM223, this is a DVD that's placed on reserve for that class. Now remember, if the library was the one who placed the book on reserve, or if another professor placed it on reserve under their name, it's not going to automatically show up under your name. If you wish for a textbook to show up as a reserve under your name or your course, you need to fill out that course reserve request form. If you are interested in our online textbooks or our open educational resources, you can click on the Research Guides tab up here. It'll take you to our guides. And then under e-textbooks, you'll see a guide to finding online textbooks if you want to help your students figure out if their textbooks are online, or if you are interested in open educational resources for your textbook or your course reserve, you can click on this guide here. And last but not least, if you get stuck at any point in the process or you need help, you can click this Ask Us tab over here on the right.
We hope to see you in the library soon, and if you have any questions, contact Ask the Library or get in touch with your library liaison.